Hello everybody, my name's Infinite Gamer and welcome to What Is, a series where we ponder the question, what is? And today, I'm just, as always, sitting here enjoying a nice cup of coffee. Tasty.
Ah! Shit. Back for more, eh? You won't get through this one!
Alright, to start, I just want to say with DLCs, I won't go into the presentation of the game unless it's a major difference from the original. We also won't have the development cycle segment, as we already covered that with the original game. While covering DLCs, I want to focus more on what it adds to the game and why you might want to get it as an extension of your original game. Now with that said, it's time that we talk about the brand new gameplay elements that this DLC brings to the table. Obviously, we need to start with the biggest thing that the DLC has to offer, and that being Miss Chalice. Miss Chalice is not just a reskin of Cuphead, okay? She comes with a whole bunch of new movement mechanics. She can perform a double jump that allows her to reach the top of the screen more easily, and instead of having a parry slap, she has a parry dash, meaning she can dash towards something pink, and it will cause the same effect as a parry slap. She also has an invincible roll. If you do a crouch dash, it will instead perform a roll that makes you immune to all damage until the roll is over. Miss Chalice also gives you an extra heart for all of your boss fights. The only catch to being Miss Chalice is that she's actually a charm that can be equipped into either Cuphead or Mugman. If you're playing 2-player and both players equip the Astral Cookie charm, it will randomly give one of those players Miss Chalice. But a new character isn't all the DLC has to offer. There are 3 new shooters to have fun with. So let's start with the Crack Shot. The Crack Shot is a better chaser. It deals more damage but shoots slower than other shooters. But the cool thing is the shooter starts off as a normal projectile and then breaks off targeting the closest enemy, making this my favorite shooter to come out of this DLC. Next up is the Converge. This shooter is kind of like the Spread Shot, but it's much weaker, and instead of focusing on accuracy, it will shoot 3 projectiles across the entire screen, making it easier to aim compared to other shooters. The last shooter on the list is the Twist Up, which is kind of a weird shooter, and in my opinion is the worst of the bunch. This shooter also has 3 projectiles fired at once, but they arc upward, making it good for enemies above you, but it's really hard to aim. But the damage input isn't really worth it, so this is a shooter that I won't really be using. Now don't touch that dial, because we're going to yet another commercial break. Take it, Gerald!
Are you feeling hungry? Let me tell you, this Astral Cookie will help you settle that hunger real quick. It's so good, it will kill you!
Man, Dad, after you gave me those heart gems, I've been feeling great, but I can't help the feeling I'm weaker than normal. Well, son, I see that you've been mastering your parry ability, so take this Heart Ring Charm. Your first, third, and sixth parry will give you health, and now you have gotten your damage back. Thanks, Dad, I finally won't be weak anymore. No, son, you will always be weak, and stupid. Dang it! Are you feeling sad? Well, it's because you can't see that beautiful face of yours. What you need is a magical mirror that will make you feel great every time you look at it.
Buy it! Buy it! Buy it! Buy it! Ah!
Miss Chalice's magic doesn't end at hopping around like a loose frog. Miss Chalice will change all 3 of your super arts. Super Art 1 will change from the horizontal milk spill to the vertical milk spill. Super Art 2 will change from becoming invincible for a short time to getting a permanent extra heart. Dear God, this is so good. I love it so much. Super Art 3, though, is a barrage of astral bodies that will rush across the screen horizontally, leaving behind a parryable spear. With all these new charms and shooters, there needs to be a new way to get coins. Well, the DLC Isle is home to the King of Games. You will be put in a tournament of champions. This, just like the Molosseums, is more focused on parrying to kill your enemies instead of using shooters. Actually, you're not allowed to use any shooters or charms other than the Astral Cookie. So with all this new content, I went in to experiment with it, to see how it affected the main game. Starting off, you can play with all the new charms and shooters in the main game. This means you can play through all of the original Cuphead bosses as Miss Chalice. which with Miss Chalice's new gameplay mechanics basically turns Cuphead into a brand new experience. This made me want to replay all of Cuphead as Miss Chalice. Another question I asked myself was, can you get an A+ rank or an S rank playing as Miss Chalice after getting hit? So Miss Chalice has 4 HP, but to get an A+ rank or an S rank, you need to finish a boss with the 3 HP bonus. Meaning, if you get hit once as Miss Chalice, you can still get the max rank for your difficulty. This makes it easier to get S ranks on certain bosses. The next question I asked myself was, how early could you get Miss Chalice? This question is really easy. After beating the first Molosseum, you can get the Astral Cookie Charm and play as Miss Chalice for the entire Cuphead game. But you can't play as her in Molosseums. Sad. Well, that's it for the experiments, but I want to move on to some secrets that I can show you from this DLC. On the overworld map, if you rotate Cuphead counterclockwise, it will activate a genie who will give you infinite wishes! And by infinite wishes, I mean 8 HP in your next fight. Nope, this also doesn't work on expert mode, so sad. The Broken Relic Charm is one of the biggest secrets to come from this DLC. After buying the Broken Relic, you can talk to these 3 mountain climbers who will randomly mention 3 directions in their dialogue. Equip the Broken Relic and take it down to the graveyard. Click on the graves in the order from 1st place mountain climber to 3rd, and after doing this, a light from the heavens will pierce the ground, allowing you to fight a secret boss. After defeating the secret boss, the Broken Relic will turn into the Cursed Relic. This Cursed Relic will turn Cuphead's weapons and charms into a randomizer, randomly changing throughout the fight. If you beat all of the DLC bosses this way, you will get the Divine Relic, that will equip all your shooters and charms at the same time. There are certainly more secrets in this DLC that gives you something cool for beating them, but it would be a bit difficult to show them all here. I recommend you check out a video from Marusu? Whatever. It's on the screen. This guy did a detailed video of all the secrets in the DLC. So if you want a more detailed look into all these secrets, I recommend you go check out his video. It will be in the link in the description. But I think you all know what time it is. It's story time. One lovely day on Inkwell Isle, the Cuphead brothers were lounging around until they got a message from Miss Chalice, asking for their help. So the boys set sail to the DLC Isles. Once arriving, Miss Chalice greeted them with a cookie.
Here, boys, try this cookie.
Mugman takes the tasty-looking cookie and takes one big chomp. After eating that delicious treat, Mugman felt weird and was sucked into the astral plane, switching places with Miss Chalice.
I'm alive! Hey, what's going on? I'm a ghost!
Miss Chalice bolts, running down the road.
Come on, boys, I gotta show you something!
After some running, the trio makes it to the best bakery in the land, owned by the one and only Chef Saltbaker.
Mr. Saltbaker here gave me that cookie.
But then Miss Chalice gets sucked back into the astral plane.
Ah, that cookie tastes good, but it's not a permanent fix to your problem, Miss Chalice. But there is a baked good that will return you to the land of the living for good. See, this Wonder Tart here will give you the life you seek, but the ingredients are guarded by some fearsome foes.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go get some ingredients. And the trio rushed out on their quest to save Miss Chalice. Cuphead's DLC has a large amount of new content. With a new way to experience the original game, this DLC is a pretty worthy add-on to Cuphead. And if you enjoyed playing the original game, these will be a perfect add-on that will make you get a lot more enjoyment out of a game that you may have not played in a while. So, should you buy the delicious last course? Well, I'm going to split this into 2 different categories, for people who own the game and others who don't. Starting off for the ones who already have played Cuphead, this question will be an easy one to answer. Do you like Cuphead? Well, if you said yes, then the DLC is worth the price. And if you said no, you might say yes to the DLC as it offers an easier way to play Cuphead's base game. So if you are having a hard time beating the game, this DLC may help you with that. But if you said no because shoot 'em ups is not your kind of genre, then I think you can pass on this one. At $7.99, I say those who already own Cuphead, this is a must purchase in my opinion. I'm not done yet though. If you've never played Cuphead, I recommend you check out my What is Cuphead video to see if you'll enjoy Cuphead first. But other than that, this DLC takes Cuphead's price and raises it from $19.99 to $26.99. So, is Cuphead's full package worth it? Well, this game's still on the hard side, so I would recommend for new players to Cuphead to avoid the DLC until they've played a fair bit of Cuphead. This way you avoid wasting any of your money and know if you'll enjoy the game and enjoy the DLC to add on to it. At $26.99, I do not recommend Cuphead's full package to new players. In my opinion, just start with the base game, and if you like it, then think about grabbing the DLC. It will always be there waiting. So this was kind of a different What Is episode, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it, and I still hope it helped you figure out if you wanted to buy the DLC or not buy the DLC. Something I really want What Is to be is a series that really helps players decide if they want to buy a game, like they've been seeing it circle around and whatnot, but they're still not like fully committed to buying it. I just hope What Is helping you make an educated decision on your purchasing habits. So if it does do that, I'm broken. So if What Is does do this, I'd be super appreciative if you let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys want to see more What Is episodes, always hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, as next month, we're going into the apocalypse. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, you guys can see it. I'm waving y'all goodbye, and I will catch you guys in the next video.